3, 4.
Hello, everyone. Welcome this evening to Central West Virginia Pagan Pride 2023 Awards Ceremony announcements. I'm so absolutely excited for this year, and we've had some amazing nominees. So I want to start out by giving you a little backstory and to let people catch up and come on in. The award started in 2019. That was the transition year from Morgantown Pagan Pride to Central West Virginia Pagan Pride. In 2019, we honored the group, the trio, the magical trio that held Morgantown Pagan Pride for 10 years, from 2009 to 2019. That was Mark Roney, Sadie McIntyre, and Melody Sorosa. I'm hoping I said her name right. If not, I dearly apologize. But they worked really hard and had Morgantown Pagan Pride for 10 years, and they are still very valuable parts of our community in Morgantown. And so in 2019, our awards went to them and for their dedicated service. And also our art for the year was created by Billy Schuster, and it was actually West Virginia, but like with a tree and roots. And if I can find our program or if I can find the artwork, I will share it because it was beautiful. So 2020, of course, you all know how that went. That was the year of the rising of the Phoenix. That's whenever Central West Virginia Pagan Pride became who it is now in Flatwoods. But in 2020, we couldn't be together. We did everything virtual. The art for the year was by Lady Morgana. It was a phoenix because it was the rising of the Phoenix. A beautiful picture. It was a woman rising in the darkness, from into a great phoenix. Beautiful photo. Painting. Our pagans of the year, those were the ones that we started out with, and that was Asa Knight and Mo Cummings. Mo, owner of Earth Magic in Morgantown, and Asa Knight, of course, master psychic. He's everywhere. So that was 2020. In 2022, we were 2021. Sorry. Sorry. In 2021, that was the Howl of the Wolf. And that was our first time that we were able to actually gather and hold an awards ceremony. The art for the year became our logo. You saw it, the Howling Wolf. Hello, my friend. Beth, are you there?
I am absolutely here.
Oh, right. Wonderful. So now I have one of my co-hosts of Central West Virginia Pagan Pride here with us to talk about everything that's going on.
Everything?
Yeah, well, at least give updates. So we're going to go through the awards and then we'll give updates about what to expect whenever they come to the event this year.
That sounds fantastic. Let's start with the awards because I love hearing about those.
Okay, so 2021, you remember that year, the Howl of the Wolf?
Yes, that was so much fun. The kids love doing the howling.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was a great contest. So that year we had the art by Flora Brooks Santiago. That was the wolf howling, and everybody loved that. I mean, the wolf was a big thing. And through the howling contest, you even got your own little trophy. It was adorable. But our pagan of the year that year was Kalina Jones from the Parkersburg area. So 2022, last year, we changed things up a little bit. That's whenever our artist in our featured art actually became an award, Artist of the Year. And I I'm happy that we finally, was able to recognize, like we finally shifted it in that direction because we had so much great art the previous 3 years. You know, art in the pagan community is very, very valuable. Um,
Absolutely.
yes. So our artist of the year was Sarah E. Cook. She's from down around like the Charleston, that Metro Valley area. Um, but it was the peacock of culture, and she had the peacock up here, and in the feathers was different symbols and all the symbolism from the different um, aspects of paganism, and then um, a circle of beings dancing around and a tree, and so it was beautifully depicted. Everything that the peacock of culture would be. So the artists in our community really come through whenever I throw a theme out there, and they really take it on beautifully.
They really do. They astound me every year. All the entries are just so cool.
And it's really important to note that we do accept all forms of artistry. So no matter what it is, I mean, if you need was it needlepoint, crochet, anything like that, if you created out of that, that is perfect. We'll use it. It's very important that these awards are nominated by people in the community. The art part is submissions, and it's voted on by our community. And I share it to every single group I possibly can. And I know that everybody's tired of seeing me. But I
I
get it
don't think anybody's tired.
out. Okay, so let's start with Pagan of the Year last year. That was Paula Moore. She is owner of Barefoot Gypsy, who has been in more than one location and is now currently running in two in Milton, West Virginia. And also last year for Shop of the Year, which we added, um, Barefoot Gypsy um, won that as well. And then, of course, we had the Artist of the Year and Sarah E. Cook for her depiction. Okay, so as you've noticed throughout all of this, we keep gaining more and more um, categories, I guess you'd call it, as we go. It started out by just on having honorees to Pagan of the Year to adding Shop of the Year to Artist of the Year, and what did we add this year? We added Influencer of the Year. And so I'll go through as I'm going down, giving you the results from this year's 2023 awards. And we've had the most people voting that we've ever had. So I feel pretty honored that what we're doing is gaining attention, and hopefully we can continue this. So, Pagan of the Year is the person that is working for the betterment of the community. Who do you think is working really hard to bring new energy and take us to the next level? So, what do you think whenever you think Pagan of the Year? Beth?
Everything opened up to. It's, folks who push awareness, who push cooperation, working together, getting our message out, letting folks know that we are living openly for who we are without fear.
Yeah.
Or hiding.
Right. I like that. I'd like that. So, we had 3 nominees as for most of these. Joni Lee Boyle from the Gaia Den, Donna Donovan of Appalachian Pagan Ministry, and Megan Black. And you know her. She works at Earth Magic, and she's worked with. She's actually coming to Pagan Pride to teach a class. So, anyway, those are our 3 nominees for Pagan of the Year. Do I do a drum roll? No, Donna, this is your category. For Pagan of the Year, with 59.6% of the votes, Megan Black.
That's fantastic. Congratulations, Megan.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here with me because I'm trying really hard not to cry. I've been trying not to cry since it ended, and I've seen all of this. I'm like, oh, how can anybody choose anybody? But anyway, this is what we do. All right. Next up is Shop of the Year. So now this is small business, big business, it doesn't matter. If you are a business, if you are, I feel like nonprofits fall into this category too, don't you think?
I think if they represent us as a group, I think they absolutely would.
Yeah. So the nominees for Shop of the Year: the Gaia Den, Earth Magic, and the Two Tankers. So, and the Gaia Den was nominated last year as well. So, all right, here we go. For Shop of the Year, with 52.7% of the votes, Earth Magic. So this is a big year for Morgantown.
To get there. Absolutely. I have not been.
Now, Mo is a previous Pagan of the Year winner from 2020. So she already has a plaque in her shop. Now she'll have one to represent the shop itself to put up. All right.
Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations, Earth Magic and Mo. All right, so we're saving Artist of the Year for last. So you know what time it is. It's Influencer of the Year. All right, so Influence of the Year is podcasters, digital creators, YouTubers. Who do you go to learn from? Who influences you in the pagan community? Like, who do you look to for answers? In this category, we had 3 nominations. First up, Ace and Night, the Psychic Coffee Shop Network. Jason Rule, the Esoteric Book Club. And Natalie McVicker, The Pendulum's Path. So, take a deep breath, because I know that Natalie's in here watching. I know Jason's in here watching. So, here we go. For Influencer of the Year, with 72.5%, the highest percentage of votes in the whole awards, The Pendulum's Path, Natalie McVicker. Congratulations, Natalie.
Congratulations, Natalie. You deserve it.
Yes, yes, you do. She has worked very hard and come a long, long way the past few years. So she has definitely pushed hard for herself and her followers, and very, very happy for her. All right, so up next is the Artist of the Year, and we will get to be able to show you what the winning picture looks like. Okay, whenever we're ready. Not yet. We're not ready yet. So this year we had 5 entries. Okay. Mary Ellen Bauman from the Two Tankers. She had the first submission. Lisa Diamond had 2 submissions. Serena Caldwell had 1 submission. Sarah E. Cook, last year's winner, had a submission. And Jason Rule had a submission. And these were all amazing pieces of artwork. You can go back on our page, Rowan Temple of Light, and see all of them for yourself. They are beautiful depictions. Now, remember, our theme for this year was Quoth the Raven. So everyone got to let out their little inner darkness, their inner bird, right? What did you think of the artwork?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. You want to know? I am blown away every time I participate in any of these art contests. The amount of talent some of these people have, and we have them right here in West Virginia with us, and we are privileged to be able to share the opportunity to see their work. I'm just, every year I'm speechless with the amount of talent that's out there.
Yeah, and I'm very, very excited. And remember, this is the submissions are placed out there, and our community participates and votes in all of these, and we do accept all art forms. So know that for next year. As soon as if you are interested, as soon as the theme is announced, get to work. Have some fun with it. Let your spirit come out through your artwork, because it's really going to give us a sense of pride for the year. I mean, to me anyway. I mean, I love throwing the logo up on the page and just reminiscing in the energy from the event and everything leading up to the day. All that energy. That's what it does to me. Okay, anyway, getting back to it. Here we go. Artist of the Year with 60.6%. 100% Sarah E. Cook. There we go. That is our art of the year. And that is our new logo in the top corner for Quote the Raven. Thank you so much, Sarah. That is a beautiful picture. So she is a two-time winner. So we need to do something a little different, something a little special. So if anybody's got any ideas, we're here for it. So what do you think? How do we do, everybody? You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you so much for your repeated
around it.
interest and talent.
The emotion in this picture is just astounding.
Yeah, it is. Like whenever I'm not gonna lie, and it kills me whenever they come in and I see one that is just like, oh, and I was like, I swear if it doesn't win, I'm still getting it put on a t-shirt. Like I want that. So I do have an announcement. We will have merch available for purchase. The order form is being worked on as we speak. So as soon as that becomes available from our artist working on our shirts and our merch, I will have that out and available on the website. You know me, I'll post it everywhere. Okay.
So our artist that's doing the t-shirts this year, what they chose to do because of we're still a very young event. And what they're going to do is they're going to have a couple of them at Pagan Pride, and then you will be able to pre-order before and pick up the day of, as well as order for pickup after or arrange delivery with them, correct?
Yes. Yes, because the artist doing the shirts and the stickers and everything brought merch that was made for last year's event, and it did not all of it sold. So we were left with a lot, and because we all know how hard it is for artists to make the product, we don't want to waste any money. So we are going the pre-order route. So all of that will be available very soon. I mean, because we've got a month. We got a little over a month.
I know. It's coming so fast.
So are you ready to talk about the day?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I am so looking forward to it. And we're not going to have the rain this time that we did last year.
We're going to set the intention now. It's going to be a beautiful day. Setting that intention. Maybe I shouldn't be the one to make the intention. Maybe somebody else needs to do it.
We need a collective action from everybody.
Yes. Okay. So August 19th at Holly Gray Park in Braxton County, West Virginia. And I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. It's right here. This is where we're going to be, right in the center of the state. We will start at 11 a.m. and go until 6 p.m. for opening and closing rituals. Those will be done by Carver Genesis Casey. He is also doing a class at 5 p.m., The Art of Norse Shape Shifting. Now, as you can tell by the The name of the theme, quoth the raven working in the shadows. Yeah, we're going a little dark this year. We're digging a little deep into our dark side because not everybody is ready to face it, and you don't have to participate, but come and listen and learn something. Come listen and learn something. Meet new people. That's what it's about. No. Oh, no. Okay. So at noon, Donna Donovan, Reverend Donna Donovan from Appalachian Pagan Ministries will be proceeding over a Pagans in Recovery workshop. And then at 12:30 over in the kids corner, that will be May Queen story time with our newly crowned May Queen 2023, Kayla Gutlip. So you can catch her over there at that time. At 1 p.m., these awards that you just heard will get presented. So come and meet the award winners. And and Appalachian Pagan Ministry will also be providing resources for those seeking recovery as well. I make sure we put that out there from Donna. Thank you, Donna. Okay, so at 1 p.m. it's the awards and then Pagan panel. And hoping we will get our new Pagan of the Year on there added, Megan Black, to Asa Knight and our keynote speaker, Sarah Mastros. Now at 2 p.m., Sarah Mastros will be doing a ancestral communal ritual. It is also the her father's birthday, and he had passed. We are actually bringing mementos, and we encourage you to do the same thing. Whether it be a photo or something of someone that has passed over, and we are going to honor our ancestors. So that will be a very interesting and beautiful time. 3 p.m. we're going to take a little break and have some entertainment with musician James Dolan. I like to call him the one-man band. He kind of can do it all. And he is, I believe, Donna, correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't he played up at Starwood or is playing in Starwood? I know you know about these things. She said he's awesome. Yes. Okay. Thank you, darling. At 4 p.m., that is the time for our Pagan of the Year, Megan Black, with her class on how whispers heal the shadows. And you know how in most of our traditions we project our words out there. We call onto the gods or call onto the spirits. And in her tradition, you don't have to yell, you don't have to project, you can whisper. And I'm not going to say what kind of it is because I cannot pronounce it and I would be horrified. But this is what she says. Whispers have been helping folks heal from shadow aspects, whether it stems from self or outside forces. This class will teach you one way to heal these shadows. So yeah, we're doing a little bit of shadow work. Yeah, we're facing some tough issues, but we kind of need a lot of healing right now, and that's what we're going to be doing this year with Pagan Pride. We're healing in all aspects. Isn't that right?
You're going to heal whether you like it or not.
You're being forced into it. So, and then that leads us to Carver's class, The Art of Norse Shape Shifting. And this is what he had to say about it. Hamramr is an Old Norse meaning skin strong, or one who dons another skin or shape. In this workshop, we will be engaging with the history and psychospiritual technique of Norse skin changing and discussing its spiritual and psychological significance, both historically and in modern use. Attendees will also have the opportunity to learn and practice skin donning techniques using provided materials. Um, it says vegan and faux fur options available, but are encouraged to bring anything of your own pelts, furs, animal mass, totems, or anything that you yourself would like to work with. So that's going to be closing out the day with a very interesting workshop. We're going to go from that and all of that energy into a massive jam session. We are currently looking for people to start the drum circle. We're going to be under the pavilion and around the pavilion for this. If you were there last year, the area where the kids were, we're going to open that up to the jam session. So drums, flutes, whatever you have, bring it, and we're gonna feel that energy together of all of us working together as one. And then we'll have the closing ritual and be done, say our blessings and goodbye for the day. So what do you think? Are we gonna have a great time or what?
Oh my goodness. What a great lineup for shadow work. What a great way for people to get their feathers wet.
Right.
Eh,
Right. I like that. Okay, so what else I was gonna say? Oh, okay. And I don't really have anything else except for the list of vendors that we have so far. So, honey, it's your turn. Tell us all about what to expect on your end.
Okay.
What do you have cooking up for us?
What's the kitchen witch cooking up for you? Is that what you're asking?
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we will have iced coffee, a couple different flavors, just like we did last year. I'm not sure what flavors are, so don't ask me yet. I'm sure one of them will be boring vanilla, and then something that's not quite as plebeian as vanilla. And we'll figure out what that is when I get to the shop and see what they have for syrups.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as our menu goes, we are going to do something different this year. I have hooked up with a local restaurant and we are getting Euro meat and stuff. So lunch will be Euros, and then we will have a Greek salad available to go with that. Um, with homemade tzatziki sauce and feta and the whole 9 yards there. I can't do baklava because we still need to make a profit out
Right.
of the kitchen so that it remains self-supporting. I would love to do it, but it's just not something that we can, it's not feasible for us to be able to do that. So we will have cupcakes again this year, again made by Bubba and his famous cupcake making skills.
Yes.
And yeah,
Those are
they had so
so
much
good.
fun. I know, and they had so much fun making them. So we're going to have cupcakes again this year, and this time they will not be a fundraiser, just other than for Pagan Pride itself. I'm sure I'll make up some iced tea, might make up some real lemonade with lemons, not instant mix stuff because I abhor that stuff. Um, and that's kind of what we've got planned right now. We also, for the vendors that have already signed up and requested a box lunch on your vendor forms, what this is again, this is specific to vendors. If you've already signed up for a vendor and you haven't done the box lunch, you can still do that. We just need to know how many people have box lunch and what times. So your box lunch will include a euro, a little bit of a salad, a little bag of chips, and a drink, which will be delivered to the vendors at their tents so that they don't have to worry about getting somebody to break them so that they can have their lunch, which is
Yeah,
really a nice thing. I've had at a couple different events that I've personally vended at that I adored, because that's one of the things for vendors. We want you guys to be comfortable and have fun and have a good time and be able to come back.
absolutely. Because what do I always say? The vendors are the backbone of this community. They are the ones that go around and hit every event that they can, being the biggest supporters. And I love our vendors. I just love our community. Period. So yes, speaking of that and being delivered, we are also looking for volunteers for the kitchen, to help you out, and also volunteers for the kids corner. It is called Epona's Sacred Circle, and that is where Lady Morgana will be with the kids, doing things with them throughout the day. And but she's looking for volunteers to help take care of our community's kids and make sure that they're in a safe and nurturing environment. So if you would be interested in helping volunteer or anything, just send us a message at Rowan Temple of Light, our Facebook page. Our email is Rowan Temple of Light at gmail.com. That is ROWANTEMPLE of light, LIGHT at gmail.com. So, yeah, just let me know or show up that day and say, "I'm here, I'm ready to work. Where do you need me?" And most likely I'll send you to Beth.
What? You mean I'll get actually volunteers? That would be amazeballs.
I know. I hope that, because you work so hard in that kitchen, and then you never get a chance to get out and walk around and engage with the vendors, or even go to the bathroom, sit in on the class. And I would love for me and you to be able to sit down and enjoy, at least a little bit of these classes this year. And we've been
Yeah,
doing
there's
this
a couple of them I
together.
would like to sit in on.
Yeah, like we have been working on Pagan Prize together since 2019. Since 19,
And
20,
we talk to each
21,
other more.
22,
I
23.
know,
5 years.
right? And we talk to each other more before and after than we do on the day.
It's like, I know you're there. You're handling your business. I'm handling mine. We've got this under control. We do it. And we're not alone. We have others on our team that backs us up, that are not here right now. We're not forgetting about them. But we have just been together for 5 years working on these events. And I think that we do an
Yeah,
amazing job.
it's been a lot. Even the last you and I worked together the last couple of years when it was in Morgantown too.
Mhm. Yeah. 2018 and 2019, and then of course you and I presented the awards to Mark and Sadie and Melody, and then after the event that day, then it was ours.
Yep.
So it's been a long road, and I'm so thankful to have you, I mean, to do it with us. So
Oh, thank you. It's a
so
lot of fun. I
back
look forward
again
to it
this
every year.
year.
My kiddos do too.
Yes, and they are such a joy to have around to do it. So a couple of things this year. So we had fire twirlers as entertainment last year. Well, we're going to have fire again this year, but not all at one time. So Phoenix Fire Apothecary is coming with their wares as a vendor, and then they're going to play with fire a little bit throughout the day. So make sure that everybody gets a little bit of eye-pleasing fire twirling. And we do have someone coming, a vendor come, Hobbit Handiworks, and they specialize in arachnid familiars.
Ooh, I hope they have tarantulas.
I know they have little jumping spiders, but I don't know how big they go, and how big their enclosures
Oh
are.
no, I don't want one. I just like them. I think they look so cool.
Oh, but you don't? Are you sure?
Hush now. Don't you be sitting over here tempting spirit. That's not nice.
Well, they have been wonderful to talk to and work with leading up to this. So, I mean, it's been a lot of back and forth communication, especially I want people to bring animals, like exotic animals and things like that. But I do have a major concern because of the temperatures. This is August. It's going to be hot, so that is a big concern. But other than that, we have a great list of vendors that are going to be there. JR Earls is coming back again with his characters. So he'll be doing them. He was a big hit last year. He's a big hit everywhere he goes. um and the Emerald Goblin, the Hodgepodge Shop, creating Kenthos, Lucky and Tattoo. And he's not coming to do tattoos. He is a shop in Clarksburg, and he's on appointment only for right now. But uh, but no, he's not coming to do tattoos. I'm not going to say that. But he does have stuff that he creates. So he's going to have his stuff with creating Crinthos at their spot. And of course, Megan Black is going to be set up. They Chaotic Crow. Um, um, Ember Crystals. Yeah, that's just to name a few. You can go to our page, our group, Central West Virginia Pagan Pride. Join that group and see up to date in there, and that's where we talk about a lot of things pertaining to the day and the event. Also, you can go to our page, Rowan Temple of Light, and go to events and get into the event there and see all of our vendor spotlights. Um, our vendor form is up. We are still accepting vendors up until the 30th of this month. I say 30th, but it's actually the 31st, because there's 31 days in July. And that gives us time if anyone wants to do any advertising. If you have a business, you're not going to be there, but you want to advertise for the community in our programs, then fill out the vendor form and let us know. I mean, there is a section for notes. Fill it in there, what you want, and then send us over at our email address, Rowan Temple of Light at Gmail, and we will get that taken care of and input it into the program. Programs are going to be $1 a piece this year, and we've had them for free in the past. Cannot budget that anymore. Um, we've tried to keep up with it. There are certain things that we try to keep up with to make the event the best it can possibly can be. But unfortunately, if we want to continue this, we need sponsorship and believe me, we need more fundraising. So if anybody's got any ideas, you want to help, let us know. Greatly appreciated.
Oh, and we're going to open up the bidding then too for next year on the paintings, which will be at the information booth that you're going to be at, right? Because we have those paintings for a fundraiser that were donated to be auctioned off. She's got a blank look on her face. I can tell.
Yes, I do. Like I'm lost.
I have I have an artist from Tennessee who had heard about our struggles. Her and I were talking one night, and she ended up out of the blue sending me 5 of her paintings.
Aw.
And they're absolutely gorgeous, and I will be bringing them up to Pagan Pride Day. You can either purchase them outright or we can bid. We do have a minimum on them, and I'm not sure how we're going to run that. I don't know. I'd kind of like them purchased outright, but if not, we can do bidding on them.
Okay. Um, can you
And
get
that
a
all comes
picture
that
of
all
them?
comes back. I do have pictures, and that all comes back 100% to Pagan Pride.
That is greatly appreciated. Give our love and thanks and appreciation for that, please.
Oh, I did. She blew my mind. I like literally cried.
Yes,
And those of you who know me know I don't do that much.
right. I understand that.
I know you do.
So Lady Morgana is also working very hard to get things together for the kids in Epona Sacred Circle, um, so that they have a good time. They can play, they can have fun, and they can learn something as well. So bring your kids to the day. They would have a great time in the kids' corner. All right. So is that it? Do we have any other announcements?
Not at this time.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So thank you all so much for joining. We greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you there with us live and in person, with lots of hugs to go around. August 19th at Holly Grove Park, Central West Virginia, Pagan Pride 2023. Quote the Raven, working in the shadows. So at least come, have fun, enjoy, and all right. If you're up for volunteering, reach out, let us know. We're always looking for help. Thank you, community. We love you.